Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. How are you lovely people doing today? So, it's 1939. Hang on a minute. There wasn't any colour back then. That's better. So anyway, it's 1939. Adolf has just goose-stepped into Poland and Churchill is having none of it. That's the Prime Minister, not the dog. Oh yes, and white flour has been banned. So what are we going to do? That's right, we are going to make wholemeal bread instead. So this is the recipe for the national loaf. So say it with me. Hit the jingle. So here we have the Old Faithful, and we're going to need not many ingredients because the war is on, don't forget. We've got sugar, you're going to need a bit of salt, yeast, your yeasty yeast, some oats, and the most important, the whole grain flour. Which is weird because this stuff is now twice the price of the normal flour. The war's on, man. I thought it was supposed to be cheap. Right, so let's get mixing the ingredients, and you'll also like to know that the recipe has got cups, so if you're in America you'll be able to follow along easier. So we need to use 900 grams of flour. That's 7 cups. My weighing bowl's too small, so I'm gonna have to do it. Gonna have to go in for 2. So that's only 4, and we need another 5. Great at maths, I am, aren't I? 800. Need another 100. Wow, that's a lot of flour. Oh, there we go. 900 grams. Man, that's a lot of bread. So now you want to add 5 teaspoons of the yeast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those little microorganisms. Right, and next we're going to need salt and sugar. Why did I say sugar weirdly? We need 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. I mean, really? Is there any point of putting any sugar in? I mean, look at that. That's hardly anything. And you want 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I can just, it's a bit damp in my kitchen and the salt is like not very forthcoming. That's 1, and I need 1/2 and 1/2. So you want to add 600 millilitres or 1 pint of warm water. Get that in there, look. Oh, get it in there. And now we've got to mix it thoroughly. Where's my spoon gone? Oh. I'm a messy child. Doesn't smell the greatest. That's all. Don't worry, I'll be getting my hands in there in a minute because I'm going to have to knead it. But I've just got to do this until it all comes together a bit more. fact, I'm just going to go in for the kill. Oh, making bread is so messy. I need to roll the sleeves up. Getting it every bloody where, and oh. Alright, so you've got to knead that, it says, for about 10 minutes until silky. Okay? So join me in 10 minutes. Oh, Jesus. So here it is, look. Always getting elasticy. That's what it should look like. Bloody hell, that was a good workout. Oh, I need to come up with a new saying. It's fit as a baker's kneader. So I'm going to drop that back in there. Look at that. And we're going to cover it and we're going to watch it double in size over the next hour. Wow, that's going to be a mighty big loaf. So join me in a couple of seconds. So there it is, look, after an hour. Hasn't risen that much. I've just got to give another bit of a knead. And then we've got to cut that in half. So is that about half? Is that about half? And then you get your bread tin and you're supposed to put it in your bread tin and then but I think it might all fit in one bread tin. Oh, no, that's too much. Right, so my bread tin, and I'm putting it in the bread tin. Just spread it out so it evenly fills the tin. Like that. How does that look? Does that look all right? And then we've just got to wet the top. I haven't got a brush or anything, so I'll do that, look, like that. And then you're supposed to get a tableful, so the top is nice and wet like that. And then we get a tablespoon of your oats and just sprinkle them on the top. Right, like that. Does that look appetizing? And now we've got to leave that for another 20 minutes before we bake. So let's do that. So I've let it rest, look, for 20 minutes. It started to rise a bit more. And now we're going to put it in the oven. Let me see what the temperatures are. You need to put it in a fan assisted 180. Without a fan, it's 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit for around 30 to 35 minutes. And then we'll see what we got, because it already looks yum-diddly-umptious, doesn't it? Right, smells lovely. There's nothing better than a bit of fresh bread. Oh, hopefully it'll just slide out. It usually does in this tin. Oh. Oh. Come on, there we go. Oh, oh, look at that. Beautiful. That's lovely, isn't it? Shall we cut a slice now? Now, back in war times, they would leave this for a day before selling it to you. But we're going to cut straight into it. Oh, got a hard crust or my knife is blunt. Maybe a bit of both. Oh, look at that. Look at that wholemeal bread. The National Loaf. Let's get some butter on this bad boy and try it. Look, here it is, look. Oh, the National Loaf. Oh. That crust is really crunchy. You get the wholemeal taste, but I can see how people wouldn't have liked it if they were used to white bread. Let me know in the comments what kind of bread you prefer, wholemeal or white. But no arguing now. Very pleasant. So there we are, the National Loaf. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section and try it out for yourself. Whether you enjoy baking bread or not, maybe just give it a go. And I'll see you all on the next video. So take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, look out for one another. Cheery bye.